And then Valcarel says she's heard that Gucci's son is autistic and he should at least help out more. If Gucci can afford to lavish his wife and her children, why can't he not do the same for his own child? I mean, I didn't think that that was that radical of a point to make, but really, like, why can't you? Nobody's saying you have to, give up, come off half your money, or support the mother. And nobody's asking you to do that. But why not want the best for your child? Do you really want your child to be in a situation where they're on public assistance and they can watch you on TV living your best life? Is that what you really want? Especially as a child. This is an older child. This is not like a 2-year-old. This is a child from, as they say, this is the first baby mama, right? From back in the day. So is that a situation that you really want your child to go through and have to explain at some point? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that that's the best case. What was I going to say? Somebody said food, and Lynn says you should spend that money on the child. Um, and then Nikita says she knew what she was getting into, so she needed to get a job. Y'all women are savages, right? Like, damn, y'all. I thought it was going to be the women were going to be like, oh my God, girl, get your money, or yeah, he should be paying more money. But y'all are like, no, she should figure it out. Let her, bring in some money on her own. It's not his responsibility. Maybe she should go get a job. Y'all are tough today. Oh, finally, somebody says she deserves every dime. Somebody says she deserves every dime, right? I think that many of these stories, matter of fact, I know for a fact that many of these stories are over exaggerated, inflated, unnecessary, and sometimes the women are trying to come up. Like if we look at the Kardashians, I think it's Rob and one of his baby mamas, I forget the girl's name, but I think that some situations are definitely the women are trying to come up at the expense of this celebrity. Right? They're trying to talk to the blogs, be in social media, go and do Instagram lives and YouTube lives, trying to basically make a name for themselves and use the situation as leverage to get them to be, to extend their time in the spotlight or get their 15 minutes of fame. That's absolutely true, right? I would not get on here and say that that's not the case. But then I do think you have instances where somehow we feel that these women are supposed to struggle. They made a bad choice. They should have known better. You shouldn't have signed up to be the 6th or the 7th baby mama. You get what you get. And like a lot of the women out here, I'm a little bit surprised. They're like, go get a job. You figure it out. I'm not saying a woman shouldn't get a job, right? But if you're worth millions of dollars and you're Gucci Mane and you all on TV and all on the radio and all on, social media, living your best life, why is your child in a situation where they're struggling, right? Somebody said they thought that, they heard that the son was autistic. Like, why do you want your child to struggle? Why do you want your child to be in a position to see that, especially if they're 12 years old, like the child in question is, and he's able to see that, right? This is not something you can hide from him. He's not a baby. Lynn said the wife should stay out of it. Melanie says, I say take care of the child, but bump her. I mean, I get that too. Here's the thing about, in the Black community, like child support for some reason for the brothers is a real, real touchy subject. And then like there seems to be this disregard for the woman involved as well, right? There's a disregard for the woman. I maintain, this is just my opinion for whatever that's worth. If the mother is doing bad, that means your child is doing bad. So why not want the best for the mom too? It's like, why we got to be like, fuck the mom, I'm just gonna do for my seed. I hear people saying that, or I don't mess with her, I don't fuck with her, I just deal with my child. How do you do that? How does that logically make any sense? Right? Like I said, if the mom is having a hard time, that means your baby is having a hard time. If the mom is crazy, that same crazy mom is now raising your child. And how is it that so many women magically become crazy when they put the father on child support? They weren't crazy all up before that, but the minute child support comes into the situation, then all of a sudden the women are crazy. They ain't no good. They ain't shit. They got to itemize what they've spent money on. I want an explanation, but you didn't want that before. There's like this, I don't even know how to describe it, like this stigma with a lot of us in child support, more so the men, I would say, than the women. But it's like a real trigger. That's the word. It's a real trigger for a lot of guys. If that woman is doing poorly, your child is suffering the consequences of that. Right? No matter what you think about her, Whatever you, if you don't like her, you don't mess with her, you can't stand her, your child is going to suffer the consequences of that. That's just simple logic, right? I didn't think that that was like this amazing, unusual philosophy to have. I mean, I thought it was just basic common sense. So you should want that woman to excel, regardless of if you have a wife or not, or a new girlfriend or a new family or whatever. You should want that woman to do well. She was good enough when you was messing with her, right? You ain't had no problem there. But now you want her to just struggle financially. You're gonna take pride in her struggle. You're gonna blast her on social media. You're gonna talk shit about her, and then say how much you love your child. I saw a Let's talk in just a second. For those of you who are just jumping on, we are talking today about Gucci Mane, his baby mama, one of them, who says she's getting $2,000 a month in child support. She wants to ask for $6,000. Just trying to figure out if that's, reasonable, or if she just need to go somewhere and have several seats, as they say. I'm your host of the hour, Danielle Pierce, coming to you live on the Fly Nubian Queen platform. Be sure to subscribe at flynubianqueen.com, the network for melanated women just like you. Go ahead and text Queens to 31996 to be notified when myself, Queen Simone, who I could not bring on today at all. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll come back and revisit this again. Vicky, Michi, Dr. Shauna, just go ahead and text Queens to 31996 to be notified when any of us goes live. To start or grow your existing business, check out Fly Nubian Business and flynubianmoney.com. And then finally, for that freshest gear that we have, with the Fly Nubian Queen logo and branding, check out shopfnq.com as well. All right. Ronnie says she on public assistance because she doesn't have a job. Yolanda says, can she take him back to court? Yeah, she is going to take him back to court. And Sharon says, I see nothing but selfishness, and the children suffer. I would agree with that. I saw a picture one time on social media. You guys can let me know if you ever saw this as well. Basically, it was a guy, right? It was a guy and his children, beautiful family. And the woman was off to the side, right? Looking pissed. Woman was pissed off. But it was a guy and his children. They were taking a picture. And basically, it was like, I don't fuck with her. She don't need to be in the picture with, my children, right? Somebody made this posted the picture. And people were like, I couldn't believe how many people were in agreement with this whole thought process behind it, right? The fact that you're going to take a picture, you're out with the child's mother for whatever reason, right? Whatever reason, maybe it's a field trip. She's there, but you take a picture with the children and purposely exclude her to the point to where she's pissed off. How, answer me this in the comments. How was that showing love to your children, right? How does that work? Last time I checked, making the child's mother feel bad in front of the child is going to make the child feel bad by default. So how is it that you're saying you ride for your kids, you love them, you down for them, you do anything for them, but you can't even bring yourself to be in a simple photograph with the mother of your children in one picture, right? How does that make sense? And a lot of the brothers were like, yeah, you don't know what she did to make him act like that. Yeah, that's what she need to be. She don't need to be in the picture. And the women are like, she need to go have a seat. She just jealous. She bitter. She hate it. But I'm just like, really? Like, this is the world that y'all live in. No wonder people, avoid people who have children because of baby mom and baby daddy issues. Like, that was just so juvenile to me. Right? That was just completely crazy to me. You do what's best for the child. Loving your children means doing what's best for them, regardless of what you think about it. You don't like their mother, they don't ever need to know that. You don't like their dad, they don't ever need to know that. Unless the father is a serial killer, a murderer, abusive as hell, in which case you're not going to be around them anyway. Unless those situations apply, you never need to let the child know that you think their daddy is stupid as hell, or you think their mama is full of shit. You don't never need to let the children know that. But some of us are just so stuck, right? And it's not just women. It is not just women, because brothers are bitter as hell too. I can't tell you how many brothers recently that I've seen, just, talking to people on social media, where if they're not with the child's mother, they don't fuck with the children, right? I know I'm not personally, but I've seen this phenomenon to where guys feel like, well, you don't want to be with me, especially if the woman leaves the relationship. You don't want to be with me? Well, I'm not going to be available for those children, right? I'm going to give me a new family with my new girlfriend or my new wife. That's I ain't gonna say it's common, but I see it. It ain't just the women that be bitter. The brothers be bitter too. They just show it differently, right? The women withhold you from the children from the father, and the guys, they withhold themselves from the child. So it's the exact opposite, right? I ain't messing with you, so I'm not messing with my own children. A lot of guys have that mentality. We don't talk about it. We always want to shame the women and bash the women and talk about how they're crazy and bitter. But y'all men, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Y'all men can really show out as well, too. All right. So going back to this picture, I thought it was silly. I can't imagine why you wouldn't be able to be in a simple picture with the mother or father of your child, regardless of how you feel about, the parent. If you're not able to do that, I know for a fact that your whole co-parenting relationship is just gonna be trash, right? Because if you can't do that, then if you can't do simple basic things like that, then how are you going to be amazing co-parents and do the absolute best for your children when you can't even take a simple picture together? Right? Come on, somebody. Like, what are we doing here? And women, why, like, some of the women were just so concerned about the mother should stay in her place. What does that mean? What do you mean the mother should stay in her place? Right? If you're with somebody that has children with somebody else, the mother by definition is a part of your relationship, and vice versa, regardless if you like it or not. Trust me, been there, done that, right? They don't go nowhere. They're there. Yes, there should be boundaries. Yes, there should be rules and standards and regulations, but trust and believe the mother's going to be in that picture, right? If she's actively involved with her children, they don't go anywhere. So why we got to be so bitter towards each other? Why we got to be so hateful and just so damn petty? Like, petty now is just this it's cool to be petty now, right? People say I'm Queen Petty. I'm putting on my petty cape today. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't help it. I just, sometimes I'm feeling petty today. Like, that's a thing now. Like, it's cool to be petty. But at the expense of your own children, that's what we're doing. Cheryl said she was good enough to sleep with. Exactly. Exactly. I think child support, I mean, yes, the system is abusive. Yes, it favors the women. Yes, there's disparities. Yes, some of the things that they do to enforce it, like revoking driver's licenses or saying you can't get certain licensing by the state or withholding tax, like some of that stuff is petty. But you know how you avoid all that? By either not getting on child support or by paying child support on time. That's how you avoid it. Marla said some women don't want child support, they just want mom support too. I mean, okay. Here's the thing, unless you paying like 20, 30, $40,000 a month, like, how much are you really paying? How much do you really think that you're supporting this mom's lifestyle? Last I checked, raising a child costs like over $230,000 over the course of 18 years. So how much are you really paying towards that? Not for everybody, but for a lot of y'all, how much are you really paying towards that? Right. So going back to Gucci Man, you know what I mean? Like, if he's worth $12 million, obviously he probably don't have $12 million in cash. I think it's safe to say that, which is fine. But we can assume that he has some money at his disposal, right? We see him on TV, we see him on the videos, we see him everywhere. So why then, just a general question, why then would your child be on any type of public assistance, right? Why is that okay? Why do we feel like, it's automatically on the woman to do more or to do better, and that she shouldn't ask for more than that? Like, why do we feel comfortable telling other people what they should be comfortable with? And she lives on the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. It's expensive as hell to live in that part of the country. So why are we so quick to say she need to figure it out, with that $2,000 a month? Why she got to be a gold digger? Why she got to be an ain't shit parent? Or why she got to, do more, right? As opposed to messing with asking for more money. What's wrong with asking for more money? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with, you know, figuring out, if she really needs the money, right? The child is 12 years old. He probably has been, like I said, that's one of the first baby mamas. So she, they got history together. So why does all of that have to be obsolete now because you have a new wife and a new career and new family and blah, 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 blah? How does that work? And Nicole says a child can go with the father until the mother get herself together. I like that idea too, Nicole. I'm not opposed to that. But just wanted to bring this conversation to you guys today. Um, didn't want to, I wasn't going to be on here very long, but just wanted to have the conversation about child support. What do you think? Should she get more money? Is she entitled to more money, or should she just leave this man alone and go about and live her life? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Definitely appreciate it. I'm going to come back with Simone. We're going to talk about this again from a different angle. But thank you for rocking with me. You can catch me here every Tuesday and Thursday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. You can catch me on the Finding Being Queen YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern, bringing you the best topics related to women, wealth, and real estate. All right. So you guys, thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate your time. Share the video if you have not already. I'm going back and read your comments and see who did disagree with me today and had something to say, because it's always somebody. But definitely appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.